Karen here. I'm here to give you your weekend reading. So let's see what Spirit has to say to us. Never know this week. What's in store for us this week? Have a look. 6 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Oh, I've put that down upside down. 5 of Wands. Okay, that's a very clear message and not a surprising one because we've had the eclipse on the 3rd and we're on the 6th. It will be the 6th when this is published. So 6 of Voices, this is the 6 of Swords. This is this moving on. We're moving on. And what's striking me here is the figures in black. So she's holding a figure of black, moving on across the water. And I always see this water as the river of leaf, the river of forgetfulness. So to let things go. But moving on, and what are we moving on from? The 10 of Wands, burden. Okay, and the figures are the same figures. So really moving on from burden. But we have here as well the 5 of Swords. So that burden may well have been I've just realised I've got a timer on there. I'm just going to turn it off. 1 second. Where's the John timer? Yeah, so what are we moving on? What was the burden? The burden, it's looking like for some of us or some of you here, was actually the burden of deception or the burden of that kind of trickster energy. So what is this? What is this trickster energy, Spirit? Let's have a look with this stick. Let's have a look what that trickster energy is. Yeah, so moving on from the burden of trickster energy, but also that, yeah, that 5 of Swords is the flying out here. 5 of Swords is also that energy of deceit, just deceit. So, and sometimes that can be our minds deceiving us. So what is this 5? We've got the 5 of Cups, my goodness, 5 of Wands and Justice. Okay, so let's have these two up here first. Whatever that trickster, deceitful energy is that has been burdening you has caused you an awful lot of heartbreak and pain. That's the 5 of Cups we've got here. Okay. And our 5 of Wands is that conflict. So inner conflict, and probably if you've called out that deceit or that trickster energy in someone else, then there would have been conflict, or you may be having conflict within yourself about bringing out that energy, having that confrontation, having that conversation about what's going on. But it's really painful for you. It's a burden. It's something that you're really feeling energetically that you need to move on from. And we got the Justice card here. Okay, so those scales are going to balance. Whatever's gone on here, whatever has happened in terms of deception, there's justice for you. I'm just going to have a look at this burden because deception is very wise. So can you show us, Spirit, what this deception is, what this burden is? Okay. So we got the 2 of Cups, we've got the 3 of Cups, and we've got the 7 of Pentacles, okay? So the 2 of Cups could actually be a lover or someone you love very much, but we have that 3 of Cups, which is, it's the women. It's the women. And interesting in here, what's coming to me, we've got, this is why I love these cards, the 3rd woman that is normally in those cups is handing the cup over to them, and we don't know what's in that cup. So it could be particularly a woman who has bought that you're in relationship with, romantically or otherwise, who has bought or given you that cup that has burdened you. Okay, and we're talking around deceit here. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, that is where you have been weighing up. You've been weighing up your work. So this could indeed be, because I see the 2 of Cups as well as a very much a decision card. And it could be that you're weighing up, you're um, deciding what you need to do with this in terms of your work. You're reflecting on what you need to do. So this could be within work. It could, that deceit that has burdened you, that has made you really sad, anxious, brought conflict, that the cards are saying there'll be justice for. Um, excuse me. Yeah, it could be something that you need to continue to reflect on, that is within a work relationship with a woman. Let's have a look with the wisdom of the crow. So who is this? What is this relationship, spirit? I mean, it could be either or. What's right? Vision and creativity. Okay, so there's a need right now, or it could have been that your work has been around that envisioning, clarifying your vision for the future. Your your goals and inspirations, that meaningful action, and also an expression of creativity through imagination and innovation. It says add joy and originality to your life. So it could be this is your way forward, that whatever has gone on here, whatever this deception is, whatever this concern is for you that has burdened you, that has made you incredibly sad and given, brought conflict about, it's asking you to, spirit's asking you to clarify what your goals are in this situation. What meaningful actions can you take there? How can you use your imagination and your innovation to find creative resolutions to this? I think that's what the cards are asking for. And I'm quite struck by the fives, because I always see the fives, although they're difficulty, excuse me, although they can be difficulty, they can also be that creative tension. And sometimes it is that tension that brings us that vision, because we push further, we feel burdened by that tension, that deception, that conflict, our anxieties, and we push out to clarify what we need. So very much so push into that. So there's that other deck. Never get another deck. Want to know how we can bring some resolution. We've got our way forward, okay? It's an acknowledgement of your burden, your pain, and that pursuit that's being going on. That there is an outcome there, justice, balance, the scales. Whoop, the scales being balanced. How do we move towards resolution? Ace of Wands. So again, we're talking vision, creativity, it's that fire. So really, really tap into your imagination, your creativity. It's that creative problem solving, because you're being offered here a new beginning. It may be, particularly if it's at work and you've had this kind of, I get the energy of being undermined, something very underhand has gone on there. But it may be that that is to push you into a new direction, to make you look for something else. Not just those creative solutions. It could be a new relationship. It could be a new job. I'm not saying leaving your job or your relationship. Yeah, look, because there is going to be beautiful resolution here. We've got the King of Pentacles. This is mastery over your material. So I'm really guessing here some of those fears, some of that sadness, particularly if it's a relationship that has broken down, maybe that you can't see forwards. That's why you need that Ace of Wands. But that King of Pentacles is saying that you'll be brought into mastery in terms of your, I just gonna put that camera down a tad so you can see all the cards. Yeah, that you're gonna be brought into, now we can't see the top, a mastery in terms of your physicality. Yeah, look. Temperance, balance. We got the balance of justice, the balance of temperance. Temperance is Sagittarius, this is Libra. So we got that balance in scales, but we've got this fire of temperance, okay? So it's bringing the water and the fire together. So whatever that fear and that problem is for you, there's a sense that you need to use whatever's there to bring that alchemy about. So you're resolving it. There's resolution by having that, using your vision and your creativity, but trust in spirit that there's going to be justice and balance brought there, and that you're going to be okay physically, in the material. But the vision and creativity is that fire. It's that Ace of Wands. And as I said, I see you've got 3 5s here. Excuse me. 555. And I really feel that 5 is that creative tension. It is. So this, whatever is going on now, have that hope, that something new is going to come out of it. I'm thinking of what my mum used to say to me a lot, this too shall pass. Okay. So that sense of there's always hope ahead. Yeah. Deep dive is your final card. Okay. Diving into a task. I'm going to read this out for you. All right. I'm going to lay it here when you can see it. And it is literally someone diving into the water. So let's have a look what the book says for us, so I don't miss anything. Deep diver, embracing risk, diving into a task, new discoveries. Yeah, that vision and creativity, that wand, diving in. That reflection of the 7 of Pentacles, looking at your work and thinking how you can move ahead, knowing that there's balance. Okay. And this is saying it's easy to play in the shallows, where the waters are clear and you can see all that glitters by your feet. Anyone can venture here. There's little risk, nothing to discover, no dark secret, nothing that you can't already perceive. The treasure has long been picked away, replaced by a gentle certainty. In the shallow river is safety with no surprises. So there's this sense that maybe your sense of safety, particularly materially, in relationship or in your work, has been really shaken here. Okay. Yeah. You'd be shaken out of the shallows almost. But that's not who's calling you now, says this deep diver. The deep diver invites you to take the plunge with him. You can't see the bottom, but you must swim into the dark depths to find the mystery that eludes you now. He knows where the pearls lie under the ancient sands. Yeah, and again, those pearls are created by the irritation, the constant irritation of the sand within the shell. So yeah, there's a lot of kind of energy here. The eclipse was a reset, so it may be that something, and it's fated, it's often things that are outside our control. So whether that's come up for you now or you've been working with it for some time. But there's pearls in that darkness. This is saying to me, you're called to look beyond the surface of things for your answer. Yeah. Ace of Wands, vision here, creativity. Let your intuition propel you into the water, allowing your memories to swirl around you and your emotions to well up as you face the unknown. Your curiosity will be your greatest guide. You'll surely discover something wondrous to bring back to everyone who is wading by the shore, but only you will know the true value of your discovery. Are you willing to do the work, dive in, make the commitment to see it through? You'll be amazed. Feel important. Do one more card. Right. Yeah, so it really is. You may have been kind of not invited into the water. You may have plopped into the water, okay? Circumstances may have propelled you into a deep dive. Oh, right. Here we go. Yeah, this deception, this theme, we're ending on this theme of deception, conspiracy, see through the veil, trust in your instincts to uncover the hidden truth. Okay, so if you are feeling that there is deception there, you know, with that 5 of swords, where was our 5 of swords? Here it was, and all those, the conflict and the sadness. But you're not quite trusting your own sense, because conspiracy, we often say, yeah, conspiracy theories, it's not really true. But the spirit is very much saying, do that deep dive, you know, the pearls are down there, but trust, just trust in your instincts to uncover what is hidden. Okay, you'll find the pearls, that justice will come. You'll have a new a new gift of vision here with of fire, with that wands and action and creativity and vision. And you can trust that you will be independent and master everything that's needed. Build what you need to build here, okay, for your safety, to regain that sense of safety. Okay, people, that's a very unusual read, very unexpected. If you enjoyed it, do the business, subscribe, uh, drop a comment, share it, book a reading at soulsymbols.co.uk. And also, I do have the Women's Sacred Circle that is happening this Tuesday. If we have enough people, at the moment, we've got very few people for it. So that is easy to sign up. I'll sign up to. I'll leave the link straight to. It's an online sacred circle. It's at 7:30 to 9 o'clock PM. That is GMT, and it's via Zoom. Okay, £6 to sit in the circle. Beautiful circle it is too. So I'll leave the link down there if you want to join us there. Okay. All right. Lots of love to you all. Astrology video up on Monday about Jupiter stationing direct. It's a beautiful video. Lots of love. Bye bye. See you in the next one.